Hello students, welcome to the new lecture, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the 8th chapter. Okay, so starting of the 8th chapter, that is heredity and evolution. So this is the first topic, and while coming to the topics, there are few topics, around 12 topics are there in this chapter. Okay, these all are the main topics. Okay, so first is the introduction, a little bit introduction about it in this lesson, and new characters and evolution, Mendel and his experiments, Mendel laws, activity 4, parents to progeny, and also all different activities along with it ending with evolution, evidences of evolution. These all are the main topics that we discuss in this chapter. Okay, so even all these topics has a subtopics. So these are main. So first we will discuss introduction in this lecture. In this lecture we are going to discuss introduction and a little bit few important topics. So in the introduction we have to discuss about the heredity. So what is meant by heredity? So the topic itself is a heredity and evolution. Heredity and evolution, we have to know about these topics, okay, or about these terms. The term heredity refers to the carrying of information from parents to offspring. So what is meant by it? So let us consider this is the parents. So from the parents the information will be carried to the children. Okay, so what information? The information about the hair. Okay, so eye color, okay, skin color, and so on. These all are the information that will be carried from the parents to children. Not only that, the intelligence, height, weight, etc., all these information will be carried from the parents to children. Okay, but these information may express, the information may express or may not express in the children. Okay, for example, if the parent has the curly hair, okay, the parent has the curly, or let us consider the father has the curly hair. So the curly hair genes will be passed to the children, and these genes may express. It means the child may have the curly hair or may not have the curly hair, but these genes will be passed from the parents to children. Okay, so this is such kind of transfer of information or carrying of information from parents to children, that is known as heredity. Okay, information, what information? The genetic information. So information will be carried in the form of genes. Okay, and next the evolution. So evolution means the changes that occurs in the organism, and it is carried from one generation to another generation. Let us consider in the olden days, around 10 to 50 generations ago. Okay, so the grandparents are there. Okay, the grandparent has some characteristics, so like higher muscles. Okay, high muscles, and also very huge hair. Okay, huge hair, and also high body mass. Okay, and so on. These all are the characteristics that is present in the grandparents around 50 generations ago. Okay, it means 50 grandparents ago. So what happens? This is just example for your understanding purpose. We are taking this example. So now in you, okay, now in you, can you see such kind of characteristics? High body mass, can you see? No. Can you see height as they have such kind of height? No. Let us consider they are about 9 feet. So now you don't have such kind of higher feet. Okay, higher height. So next, do they, and they have the higher hair. Okay, body hair will be more on their body. So now you don't have such kind of a huge thick hair on your body. Okay, what changes has been taken place? So these all changes are taken place from the grandparents to you. Okay, it means there is some changes. These changes are nothing but evolution. Okay, it means before, in those parents, in those grandparents, there were some characters. In you there were some characteristics. Okay, now you are more intelligent. Okay, now you are more intelligent, but your grandparents may or may not be intelligent. Okay, and these all are the changes that have been accumulated and be carried to you. Okay, such kind of information is carrying of information is known as evolution. Okay, here you can see the changes like all these, the changes that occurs in the organism and is carried from one generation to the another generation. And you are going to carry your intelligence, and you are going to carry your curly hair, or you are going to carry your fair skin. These all characteristics will be passed to your children. Okay, you will be passed to your children. Okay, this is about evolution. Okay, Generation means you. This your you is one generation, and your children, okay, is one generation, and your grandchildren, okay, your grandchildren is another generation, and your grandchildren is another generation. Okay, how many generations are there here? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. We have taken the 4 generations as example here. Okay, so as the grandchildren and children increases, the generations increases. So these characteristics will be passed from you to children, children to your grandchildren to great grandchildren. Okay, so this is about evolution, and few questions are given in the textbook, and that is, how are new characters are produced? So here the new characters are produced due to the changes in the DNA. Okay, what is DNA? In the ninth class we have discussed. So this is a, let us consider this is a cell. The cells contains the nucleus. Okay, it contains other organelles. Okay, nucleus is also one of the organelle. Now let us take out the nucleus. Just take out the nucleus and we will see how the nucleus is. Okay, so this is the nucleus. It contains the DNA. Okay, so this is a DNA, a thread-like structure. A thread-like structure that is present in the nucleus is nothing but DNA. Okay, and this DNA has some kind of segments or regions. Let us consider this is a DNA, a thread-like structure. So this part may be gene, this part may be gene, or this part may be gene. So in these genes, there will be some changes going on. Okay, such kind of changes causes evolution. Okay, or new characteristics. So these new characters are formed due to the changes in these DNA or due to the changes in these genes. Okay, so are they inherited? Yes, these genes are going to inherit it. These genes will be inherited from your parents to you, and these genes or these changes will be passed from you to your children, and again from your children to your grandparent, your grandchildren, and so on. Okay, so these so on, such kind of information occurs so on. So they are inherited. Okay, yes, they are inherited from parents to children, children to grandchildren, grandchildren to grandchildren, and so on. So do they have any role in the process of evolution? Yes, they have role in the process of the evolution. Compare the grandparents of 10 years or 50 years ago. So how they look and how you look. Okay, there's huge change between 10 generations ago grandparents and now generation. Okay, so how such kind of change is possible? Such kind of all change is possible due to the evolution. So some changes will occur in the DNA or some changes will occur in the genes, and these changes will be passed from generation to generation as a result. So grandparents of 10 years ago is different, and you, the characters present in you and characters present in your grandparents is different. Why? Because there is a evolution. This evolution is nothing but changes in the DNA or genes. Okay, and the second topic is new characters and variations. So what are new characters? New characters means the traits. What are traits? Traits means observable characteristics. So for example, you have the curly hair, okay, or you have the fair skin. So it is a trait. Okay, your curly hair, your fair skin, or your tallness and your intelligence, these all are the characteristics that can be observed. So this is nothing but a trait. Okay, or you can call features also. Features or traits is same. So features or traits is nothing but observable characteristics or the characters that can be observed in the organism. You are a organism, so you these changes or these characters can be observed in you, so they are nothing but traits. So these characters can be passed from one generation to another generation. Let us take the same example. Your curly hair may be passed to your children. From you to your children, these curly hair will be passed or may not be passed. Mostly the genes will pass, but they may express or may not express. It means your children may have the curly hair or may not have the curly hair, but the genes is passed from you to your children, but the curly hair genes may express or may not express. Okay, so now let us consider your grandparent has the blue eyes. Okay, so this blue eyes or the blue retina may be passed to your parents. Okay, these blue eyes genes will be passed to your parents and from parents to you. Okay, see here, the blue eyes may be expressed in your father or may not be expressed in your father, but it may express in you. Okay, why? Because the information is carried from your grandparents to parent and from parent to you, and a passing of the information will be done, but expression may or may not be occur. Okay, if these genes occur, yes, your parent will have the blue eyes. If these genes will not express, what happens? They are not express, they will, your father will not have the blue eyes or blue retina, and the same genes will be passed to you. For example, if these genes express in your body, you will have the blue retina. And if these genes will not be expressed, what about if the genes will not express? That is, you do not have such kind of eye color. Okay, so the same with the other example, like curly hair. So genes will be passed to your parent or your father or your mother. So they may express or may not express. Again, the same genes will be passed from your parents to you. These genes may express or may not express. If they express, you will have the curly hair. If the genes doesn't express, you will not have the curly hair. Okay. So next is the variations. The variations means the differences in the characters within the closely related groups of an organism. For example, let us consider your aunt or your uncle. So your aunt may have the fair skin. Okay, your aunt may have the fair skin, and your aunt and you may have the same kind of a fair skin or same kind of a skin structure. Or your aunt may have the curly hair. Okay, or your aunt and you. Okay, let us consider your aunt, okay, or your auntie and you. Okay, both of you may have the curly hair in your relation, in your relatives. Okay, they are relatives, your relatives, and both of you may have the curly hair. Why? Because your aunt and you belong to same relation. Okay, it means your relatives. So these characters are these variations are the differences in the characters within the closely related groups. So your aunt and you, they are, you both of you are closely related. Okay, closely related. So you will have such kind of you will have the such kind of variations. It means the differences like curly hair and also eye color, skin color, and so on. These all are the different variations that can be observed in the closely related groups. Okay, and this is about it. And next is questions. These questions are given in the textbook, so this is completely, you can do it. Okay, these are very simple. Just by observing the your relatives and your family, just answer this. Okay, answer these questions. They are very much simple and not much important. Okay, so now moving to the next activity, that is activity 1. In the activity 1, first we will discuss about the traits. So just now we have discussed the traits are nothing but observable characters. So the characteristics of an organism that can be observed. So what you can observe in the particular organism. In case of you, you may have the curly hair. So this is one character, and you may have the fair skin. Okay, that is one. And you may have the tall. Your height may be very tall. That is another characteristics, and so on. These all are the characteristics that can be observed. These are nothing but traits, so that can be observed. These traits are governed by the genes and environment. For example, uh, let us consider a person is there. A person is there, and this person is fair. This person is fair, and this person moved to the region where there is higher sunlight. Okay, more sunlight. Okay, what happens after few days or after 6 months? This person may turn into dark. Okay, is a skin white color skin or fair skin may turn into dark skin. Okay, why? Because there is more sunlight to protect his body, to protect from the sunlight. His body is going to produce a melanin, that is nothing but a green pigment, and as a result this person is going to turn into dark. Why? Because there is a environment is making him to turn into dark colored skin. So that is nothing but the environment is playing a major role in such kind of change. So the dark color skin is one of the trait. Okay, and next, the same person have the curly hair. Okay, curly hair. So how it is possible? Why? Because this curly hair is came from his parents. Okay, the information came from his parents to him, and from him to the from to his children and so on. Okay, this is one of the characteristics. Okay, this is due to, one is due to the environment. Okay, the environment is turning him from the fair skin to the dark skin, that is one. And in the second case, the trait that is coming from the parents to him. Okay, so one is environmental, another is hereditary or genes. Okay, this is genes. Let us remember, this is due to the genes. Okay, this trait is due to the genes, and this trait is due to the environment. Okay, this is due to the environment. Okay, so this is about traits. And here also there is another activity. In this activity, compare your traits with the traits of your family, or your parents, siblings, grandparents, and so on. Let us consider eyes. Okay, eyes, nose. Okay, next, skin, hair. Okay, these all are the traits that can be observed among your family members. Okay, so your eyes may look similar to your sister. Okay, your eyes may look similar to your brother, and your eyes may look similar to your parents, like mother or father, or your grandparents. Same. Next, nose. Your nose may be similar to your brother's nose, or your father's nose, or your grandparents' nose. Why? Because these all are the traits. You people are close related. Okay, you people are closely related in your family. All are closely related. So these traits among you will be similar. Some traits will be similar and some traits will not be similar. Okay, so that is completely due to the expression and non-expression of the genes and DNA. Okay, so you can fill these all the table. So this is about it in this activity. And the same thing, these answers are very simple. Just by observing and looking in your family members about the traits, you can answer these. Okay, and next is the variations. Okay, variation means the difference in characters within the close related groups. That is nothing but variations. Okay, so if you compare two people, there will be some changes. So that is nothing but variations. So here, a new characters in a group may lead to the variation that get inherited. So the new character, it means, let us consider a person move to the another area. Okay, where there is a sunlight, huge sunlight. As a result, his body is going to produce a dark color skin tone. As a result, a new character is produced. No one in his family is darker, but he is darker. Why? Because due to the environment. As a result, new character is produced, and this character may be transferred, okay, or passed to his children, and this character may be inherited to his children. Okay, so this is about the variations. Okay, so these all are the table. You can do the same activity by observing your friends, and or in your classroom. Okay, so here these questions you can do it. And this is one important question, that is variations all about the apparent differences? Okay, here the variations may not sure apparent. Okay, it means not visible. Okay, but apparent differences all the time, they may not visible all the time, but when these variations accumulate together, they become apparent and shows subtle differences or apparent differences. Okay, so this is about it. And in the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the Mendel and his experiment. It means whatever the activities are there from this after this topic that we will discuss, and not only that important topic like Mendel and his experiment, that we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, and I hope this lecture is helpful to you, and we will discuss next topic in the next lecture. Okay.